What's going on, my lovely collective? This is Valley, and I'm back to bring you another energy update. So, as I said, I was gonna put my face out there. I'm here, and I'm so happy to see you guys. Thank you for joining me for a quick pick a card reading. Today, the subject is how are you shocking people? So, what's happening? How come people or get stuck over you? They can't get over you. How are you shocking people? So that's the vibe today. That's the overall energy. If you feel this resonates, we have three piles that you can choose from. Moving on to pile selection right away. So, first pile is cut off. Is the card number 19 and letting go of what no longer serves you, and the ninth house. Okay, so this is for pile number one. Again, cut off and the ninth house. This is pile number one. For pile number two, we have nurture number 35, water your garden, and Mercury. Mercury. Mercury and nurture for pile number two. And pile number three, we have number 17, detour, change course, and Sagittarius energy. Detour and Sagittarius energy for pile number three. So pick your pile and I'll see you there. All right, so pile number one, thank you so much for being here. Again, the reading today is about how are you shocking people? How are they like stuck in their head about you? They can't move on from you. Like, how are you surprising them, shocking them? We want to know the tea, okay? So today is a pick a card reading. If you've chose pile number one, which is cut off, number 19, uh, let go of what no longer serves you with the ninth house. This is your reading. Remember, this is a general reading. Only take whatever resonates, leave the rest behind. Right away, I see angel number 199. This could be significant. So for cutoff, and the ninth house is Jupiter energy. It's also expansion. What was I? Hold on. Ninth house is expansion, higher education, philosophy, and long distance travel. It's often called the House of Philosophy. It represents your lifelong quest for truth, meaning, and a broader perspective on life. So, this is one of the Dharma houses. So, this is one of the good karma houses that you picked. So, overall energy. We have indecision, number 8 coming out. Release blocks, the fallen moon. Cut down again. We have the cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. And we have high honors, number 25. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So you got people in their head, pile number one, because um something made you change your way of thinking lately. I feel that you're more strict with who you share your energy with, and that's a very good thing if like you're working on yourself and you're healing oneself. Knowing how to share your energy is number one. So congrats, that's perfect. um I can see that people are shocked that you cut them off, or maybe that you didn't change your mind, or that you didn't go back to them to say, "Oh, I'm sorry I acted this way," or "I'm sorry I canceled on you," or "I said I didn't want to hang with you," or say because maybe you were someone like that before, where you would take the blame, you would always apologize, and I feel that now you've changed and you're more strong with your boundaries, and this is what's shocking people. So I can see that it's a difference between what you were before and now, or it's new people that you deal with that feel that you are more closed off a little bit, or that they cannot really play any games with you because they're gonna get cut off. So that could be other way around. Okay, take it how it resonates. But I feel that these people are really like stuck in their head because they're like they don't really know what to do now that they've been cut off. I feel that's what's that like they're shocked. They're like they're not even like they're just shocked that you would walk away. They thought that you would always be there, that you didn't have any other options or something like that. Yeah, no. Pal number one always has options, okay? Like we are only high vibrational here. And I feel people like you're just at a point in your life where you realize because you work on yourself, you know what you deserve and the energy that you're willing to attract towards you. So when people don't act this way or give you half ASS energy, you decide to just pack up and go. And you don't even, maybe you don't even say anything. Okay, so I feel that maybe during the night you just leave, or like you like maybe you say that you feel sick and then you never reappear again, or like there's something really quick to get out and people are shocked because you're never coming back. Okay, so that's something that's big here. People see you as very valuable with the high honors, normally as like a celebrity or someone that gets a lot of attention. So this also could shock some people that knew you from before, for example, that you get a lot of attention, you get a lot of suitors, you are like high quality, like marriage material like partner. So I feel that people might be surprised by this as well. And again, with the cut off and cut down, I feel like when you're gone, you're gone. Like you don't really have to explain anything, and that's also part of the healing process, right? Because when you cut off someone or you distance yourself from someone, you don't have to explain to them. If the person doesn't understand what happened and how they treated you, why you feel this way, and you try to explain to them once, twice, I mean, you can't just stand there and try to explain to them over and over and waste your energy on this. They have to understand. So you told them and you leave, and then people are like, ah ben, they packed their stuff and left. Oh, but I didn't plan for this. So people are really, really shocked, I feel. Also seeing your growth and expansion. So there's something about like Jupiter coming in. Maybe you're getting more success now. Maybe you have a bigger following on social media. Yeah, with the star at the bottom of the deck. Aquarius energy, you get a lot of attention. A lot of people are looking at you right now. What else, Spirit? Why is pile number one shocking people? Can you tell me more? Yeah, these people don't know how to. You can see here the distance in between the two. They don't know how to merge this now. People are like stuck in their head. Stuck in their head. What do I do? Do I go this way or that way? How? What am I supposed to do? They have to go on like an internal quest in order to come and reach you because you're so high vibrational. Like that's beautiful, guys. Like that's a lot of hard work on yourself, and I'm freaking proud of you. Like, congrats, man. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's see. What else for pile number one? How are they surprising people with the cutoff game on point? Because a lot of people will say, I'll cut you off, and it's just to get attention, or they don't really mean it, and they change their mind. And no, not for pile number one. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. You stop giving to this. They're surprised that you stop giving to this. Maybe now they feel breadcrumbed. Wheel of Fortune, you closed something. Yeah. 10. There's an old way of living that you changed. Emperor in reversed. And the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're more strategic now with your actions. I feel people cannot control you as much. You can see through. You think before you act now, before maybe. So you decide to walk away before it has an impact on you. I feel that's why you're shocking people because you see before them. You stop the pattern before it happens. You call it out before it even happens. And then we have the Six of Cups. But these people, yeah, they're missing. They're reminiscing about the good times. They would like for you to still give to this. So they're shocked. Like I thought it was really my friend, like looking at you, maybe through fake accounts. Yeah, these people are still watching you if you block them. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're doing well financially right now. I can see with the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles, it's a really good success. So maybe you're closing a door, like a karma cycle right now, when you're like in your dharma, and that's why we have Jupiter here. Seven of Wands with the Emperor. Yeah. Yeah, you can see things coming now. You're more on the defensive side, like you're more smart, like you're yeah, I use again street smart, like you've been crossed so many times now you're like you do no. Like I'm out. You won't cross me, come, that's it. And then we have the moon with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, but this is something that people don't expect from you to be as strategic or be smart with your actions or like they don't expect this. So they're shocked. Interesting. So that's what I got for you, pal number one. Thank you for being here. And if you think this resonates, subscribe to the channel, share a like, a comment, let me know what you thought. Be back for some more. Thank you guys. See you soon. All right, moving on to pile number two. 1204. Pile number two. Two. Okay, what do we have for. That was weird. I'm gonna have to cut that off. Pile number two. What's going on? Again, the title of the read today is How Are You Shocking People? How are they surprised by you? How are you making them sit down? What? That just happened to me? Yeah. Pile number two, this is your reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. And if you're not part of the Soul Tribe yet, subscribe to the channel, share a like, a comment if you think this resonates. Let's go, guys. What do we have for pile number two? So if you pick nurture number 35 and water your garden with Mercury, oop, but this is your reading. Pile number two, we have for you action number 17, focus, moonbeams, the prison in reversed, pile number 29, sorry. And then we have addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, and control, emotional block. For pile number two. So there's a theme that's coming out also from like pile number one with the fact that like pile number one was like a major cutoff master. And I feel that again, it's like there's a because I see that the third pile is also Sagittarius energy, which is a lot of freedom energy, doing your own thing, not being worried about being independent. And I feel that's what's coming out here for me when I see this, because I see nurturing, water your garden with Mercury. Mercury energy is like communication, speed, messaging, information. And I feel that you just, maybe because you work on yourself, and you process a certain situation or whatever's going on in your life, you're more of of a free soul. You're more like a, yeah, I just get Sagittarius energy, like freedom, free spirit. Okay, so I feel like you're, or you could be like a nomad. You could like you could associate yourself with being a nomad, someone that travels a lot, doesn't really have a place to stay and stuff like that, like really freedom, like free spirit. And I feel that's what it is here. Like what's coming out is that you have learned, like you went through so many things and you nurtured yourself so much after you went through these things. Maybe it was trauma, maybe it was maybe you read a lot, maybe you like went to see a therapist. And I feel that when you realize this, you change the way that you live your life. So now you're more like you think outside of the box. You do things maybe differently than what the society would expect from you. And I feel that people are shocked right now because they cannot control you. They cannot keep you in a codependent relationship or keep you in a codependent situation or family dynamic or whatever. And they're really shocked because maybe they thought that you wouldn't be able to go without them or be alone or whatever. But really, when you started working on yourself, you started loving yourself more. And I feel that you realized I don't really need anyone. Come, I love myself and I'm grateful for whatever I have. And when you do that, that's the ultimate way to manifest, right? When you don't want anything, you're just happy with what you have, and then everything comes to you. So I feel that maybe that's a little bit like that's what's coming out with you guys is that people cannot control you. They're shocked. Maybe these people have a tendency of doing this in the past. They're shocked that you're taking care of yourself so much that maybe you're trying to become a better version of yourself every day. You try to be more aware. You try to be more like in align with your emotions, with your path, like in your life and what you want to aim with your goals and things like that. And they weren't expecting this from you. I feel they were expecting you to be broken because you were alone without them. Um, but I feel now you're just focusing on the goal. You're not scared of walking alone, and maybe also that's something that's shocking them is that you're not scared of being alone, which is a big thing, right? A lot of people are not able to stay by themselves, and it's a big thing with society and the social expectations nowadays is that the parents do everything together every day. Like I've already spoken about that, but there is, I think, a way to be in a relationship or be in a partnership with someone and still be both independent. I feel we're going more towards this because we can see that people need to still work on their person. You can't be in a relationship and just be focusing on the other person. You're forgetting yourself and you're totally codependent. And then what happens if things go wrong or if someone gets sick or someone dies, for example, like then you're stuck and you can't live without your life without this person. No, that's not what you're supposed to do, right? And I feel that the more and more people are realizing this, um it's gonna be a movement. But for now, it's a lot of people still think that you need a partner to be happy and be stable with the kids. And no, like you can't do everything by yourself if you want. Whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. The first thing that you need to focus on is being fulfilled yourself and fulfill your soul. The rest after comes with it. And so I feel. What do we have for pile number two, Spirit? How are they shocking people? Nine of Cups. You're very attracting because you are different like this. Because you're a little bit more like carefree and you focus on yourself instead of focusing on the person, admettons, that you're working with. or that you want to be with, well, they think that this is very attractive because they're not used to this, right? Again, as I was saying, most people, they just go all in and give all their energy and forget about themselves. And they just want to be the same person as them and do all the same things and have the same friends. And now, come, so many people live like this, though. Come, just saying. And then we have the Four of Swords in reversed. Yeah, like they thought that you would be just staying at home, like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I don't have no friends. And no, like that's not what you did. You just work on yourself. You decided to work on yourself. What can I do then? What happened for me to be able to stay in that situation? How did I allow this? Then you start focusing on what do you want to allow into your life instead, right? Page of Swords. Maybe you're like a good model and like people like to watch you, how you live your life. Yeah, I feel like also the focus could be like the focus, like the center of attention. You get a lot of attention because of the way you live your life, but also you're like pioneer in the way that you do your things. Like not a lot of people think like you. Some people are just, yeah, I just get codependent. And then Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of time spent on focusing on yourself, becoming a better version of yourself. Maybe before you were a little bit more like reactive. Maybe before you could be more like how can I say this? You could be more like controlled. Some people are pissed. Excuse me. Some people are pissed that they cannot control you. Yeah. Yeah, I just get bad energy. Knight of Swords in reverse and Queen of Swords in reversed. These people don't want you to be financially independent. They want you to rely on them. These people are shocked. I don't know who this is, collective or pile number two, but clearly you don't have the best intentions at heart for you. Judgment. Although maybe this is what they're supposed to get. Feel this way. Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. They feel that you're not waiting for them anymore. You just moved on. They're shocked. They thought they would have you in your head. They're shocked. Yeah. It could also be your spirit team that gave you some downloads and you knew where you had to go. They told you that this was a bunch of problems with the Ten of Wands. They told you not to stick around. So you were actually guided to focus on yourself instead of focusing on everything that was going on around you, whatever happened here. How is pile number two shocking people? Seven of Wands. Yeah, people feel defensive. They feel blocked. They feel left out. That's why they're shocked. That's what I got for you, pile number two. Thank you for being here. And if this resonates, share a like, a comment. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. All right. Pile number three. Last but not the least. Pile number three. Detour. If you pick Detour and the Sagittarius. This also looks like an arrow. So an arrow could be significant. Hold on. Jeez. Je vais de la misère. See? It looks similar. So, and the arrow could be similar, could be significant. And I also have the same vibe as pile number two for the freedom and very independent. So, if you're someone that's hyper independent right now, or you're being seen like this, you know you're being seen like this. Maybe pile number two is also relevant for you, just FYI. Thank you so much, pile number three, for being here. This is Valley, and I'm back to bring you your energy update. So today the subject is, how are people shocked by you? Why are they surprised? Why they can't get you out of their mind? Why they're like literally obsessed with you because you're doing things differently? You're shocking people. What's going on? We want to know. Thanks for being here upon number three. Thanks for sharing time with me. Let's go. You're ready to go. Let's not waste your time. The world, number 29. You could have an online presence. You could be online. You could be on YouTube. You could be an influencer. Process your feelings. Howl at the moon. We have two. Marriage, number three. And thievery, number 24. And then we have wedding rings. So something about a wedding. We have two times wedding. You could be married. You could have been married. You could be divorced. You could still be married. Pile number three. Oh, okay. Maybe people are shocked that you left a marriage or a relationship. Maybe people are realizing that you are like focusing on yourself, that you don't really pay attention to getting a partner right now, that you're focusing on self healing. You would rather become a better version of yourself and focus on your abundance to create long term stability. Yeah, you're also processing feelings from some certain things that happened in the past still. It can take a long time, but you know, trauma doesn't get healed. Trauma can never get healed completely, but it can become better if you work on it. With it takes years, okay? So literally, like, you could still be working on this, but maybe it's healing from this relationship, or you want to heal certain behaviors that you had before, or tendencies in a relationship, and now you want to see the relationships different, so you're focusing on yourself first. You want to love yourself first. That's also a theme that came on pile number one. um that makes you very appealing. If you see the man over here, it looks like he's like infatuated with the women, so I feel that you're someone that gets a lot of attention. Maybe because you're doing this and you're not just jumping to someone after your old relationship. Maybe you had like a block of time in between. You're being seen as someone that's more serious, that's just not like looking for quick things. You're seen more as, again, marriage material. And then we have the thievery. Why is this here? But you know what I get from this is that people, even though you're doing all this work and you're doing something different, and maybe you're getting a lot of attention because you're doing this, and sometimes when you want to be by ourselves and say that we're not ready, we get a lot of attention and people want to be with us, okay? Because we're not chasing it, chasing the attention. I feel that's what's going on. And I feel that whenever we're happy like this and we have a really like fulfilled soul and we love each other, like ourselves first, we love your person, love your body, you're confident, you don't really care what people think about you, well, that's a threat to a lot of people. They will want to attack that because you feel stable within yourself. Oh boy, then That's a threat for them. So I feel, yeah, maybe that's why the thievery is here, because I feel people always have to say something negative, even though all that's going on is positive changes. So you're like, how come pile number three is still single? They should be with someone, na na na. Now, come. If for you, you didn't meet anyone right now that's been like serious and that you see you could build a life with, I don't think you're wasting your time with that. You're not wasting your energy on anyone that's just wanting quick things. That's not what you want, right? It already came out. So let's see. Let's see what we have for pile number three. If this resonates, stick around. If you like this, share a like, a comment. Let me know which thoughts. Join the family and subscribe if you aren't yet. Thank you so much. The three piles seem to be very interrelated today too, so I encourage you to watch all three if you find this resonates with you and whatever you're going through, or how you're being seen by people. If this resonates, watch all three, because I feel there's a lot of things that crisscross within those today. Yeah, people are seeing you as doing something different, taking another direction in your life. Call number three, how are they shocking people? Spirit, tell me more. Ooh. Ten of Swords in reversed, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. Hmm. Yeah, I feel that you made a choice to think more before you get involved with people right now, because you want to make sure you don't get stabbed in the back by dishonest people, maybe. Maybe that's why you're still single, because you don't really have anyone right now that you see could be partner material for you within your criteria, whatever you're looking for in a person. What else, Spirit? But still very attractive. Like, people are mesmerized by you. Pile number three, you get a lot of attention. I feel you could have a bigger following lately. People are seeing you glow. The inner healing is really shining outside as well. What else for pile number three? Anything else for pile number three? Whoa, merci. Nine of coins. Yeah, you're independent and single and you're happy like this. Queen of Wands, very sexy. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think that you're open to new beginnings in love, but you're also okay by yourself. You don't need anyone. And that's what makes you very attractive. Then we have the Page of Wands with the Four of Coins. Yeah, people are shocked because they thought that you would have stayed in your old ways of like just going for, I don't know, maybe you had a moment where you were seeing a lot of people. People thought you would stay in um that energy, but really, yeah, you went inside and you managed to you wanted to control whatever was like that you had to heal inside of yourself that didn't work through the last relationships. You needed to heal that to become the emperor and finally have the control of your emotions or whatever. So I feel, yeah, people are shocked that you're okay being single, that you're not looking for, you really want to check to make sure that you don't get like a partner that's not going to be reliable or that's going to cheat on you or have bad intentions. Five of Wands, yeah. You'd rather be without conflict as well. You're not looking for drama. One last one. The Nine of Swords in reversed. Yeah. But just you being nonchalant or like not really caring about the situation really has people in their head. So just to say that when you're not chasing something and you're just focusing on yourself, you're really attracting the attention of others. So continue like this, part number three. It's good to focus on yourself, and it's never too long, to be single. You don't really have to have a partner. It's really society expectations, and I feel that's something that truly needs to change. We're not in 1960s anymore. So thank you so much, pal number two, for being here. If you like this, share with your friends. Let them know I'm here. And if you need anything, let me know. But in the meantime, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.